We're continuing with our special focus on water issues throughout the whole country. Mthethwa and I happen to be in the city of Tshwane, but of course the story extends way beyond just that. I mean, essentially, as we continue telling it, I'll get you a sense of how we arrived at this crisis to begin with. It's essentially a three-pronged problem, if you like. It began with poor planning. We know that there's been a lot of migration throughout various parts of the country, including to places like Gauteng, where people, of course, are hoping to get better economic opportunities. That comes with inevitably a whole lot more demand, and it seems our infrastructure hasn't been able to keep up with that, primarily because the governments, the different administrations over the years haven't been able to keep up with the planning. The second issue is actually to do with breakdowns, and I suppose if you aren't able to keep up with demand, you don't have an opportunity to ensure that you are maintaining infrastructure, and ultimately you're going to see a whole lot more breakdowns than what we ideally want to have. Of course, we want that number to be at zero, but it seems unmanageable at the moment. And that's why often you'll hear water experts talking about leaks. It's an issue we should be focusing on because we lose a lot of water through something like leaks throughout the whole country. The third issue is related to maintenance issue, and that has to do with poor financial controls. In Tshwane, for example, we know 2 billion rand is needed. I beg your pardon, in the city of Johannesburg, 2 billion rand is needed annually, but we're told only half of that has been budgeted over the past couple of years. You don't need any, expert to tell you that that will lead to a couple of problems down the line, and it seems the chickens are coming home to roost, and that's why we're seeing in many instances so many communities without water throughout the country. All right, let's continue telling you that story then, take you from Tshwane to the city of Johannesburg, watching the situation when it comes to the provision of water in the CBD as our reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa, who joins us now live. And Mbalenhle, we've seen over the past couple of years, really, many residents there struggling to get this crucial resource.
Well, certainly, Ayanda, we have seen illegal connections in the inner city, and we've also heard from the Commission of Inquiry into the Usindiso building that those who had illegally occupied the building in the inner city, the Usindiso building, were using water from fire hydrants, which made the work of the firefighters when the fire broke out rather difficult because there was no water. And we are in Soweto today, where we are going to see Johannesburg Water on an operation where they are seeking to disconnect all those who have connected water illegally. And this is part of an operation to try and ensure that all those who are consuming water from in Gauteng or in Johannesburg or anywhere in the province is indeed metered and is indeed going to be paying for that water. Now, we do understand that municipalities lose millions of rands due to unmetered water, and this is water that is then therefore unaccounted for and is lost for good. We understand that in the city of Ekurhuleni, 100 million rand is lost to unmetered water, and we are seeing the city of Johannesburg and Johannesburg Water more specifically taking charge of the situation and ensuring that they are disconnecting those who have connected to the water network illegally. And also, this is also just part of those efforts to try and ensure that they are able to recoup lost funds due to water losses and as well as leaks, and also attend to those leaks. We do understand that the water challenges in the city of Johannesburg and all of Gauteng have caught the attention of national government, with Water and Sanitation Minister really calling on municipalities across the province to do more to ensure that funds are recouped from customers, both business customers and household customers, and ensure that those funds are ring-fenced, and to ensure that routine maintenance is then performed regularly using those funds that have been recouped and collected from residents in the province.